When I think of great PlayStation franchises and characters, I immediately think of Sly Cooper. Back in 2002, Sony brought us a great story of a stealthy thieving raccoon named Sly Cooper. Born under a long line of master thieves, Sly is learning all of his ancestors' famous techniques that were kept in the Cooper family book, the Thievius Raccoonus. Suddenly, one day, a group known as the Fiendish Five kill Sly's father and steal away pages of the Thievius Raccoonus. Now, Sly, abandoned and left at an orphanage, it's there where he meets and becomes friends with Bentley, an intelligent turtle, and Murray, the muscle and driver. Later, they join together as the Cooper Gang. With their help, Sly is now on a journey to steal back the pages of his family's history and seek revenge for his father. Throughout the game, Detective Carmelita Montoya Fox, Sly's love interest, follows the Cooper Gang's tail, but always ends up missing them by a hair, and instead catching each member of the Fiendish Five. Along the way, you encounter each member in their hideout, from Sir Raleigh, a gentleman and classy frog, Mudshot, a muscle-head bulldog, Ms. Ruby, a voodoo swamp-living alligator, the Panda King, a fireworks expert panda, and Clockwork, the leader of the Fiendish Five, a giant robotic owl that for thousands of years has stayed alive through hatred against Sly's family. When you encounter each boss, you are forced to find out what to do and how to beat them. Sir Raleigh grows and tries to land on top of you. Mudshot will attack you from a distance with his dual pistols. Ms. Ruby plays Simon Says with you. Wait, what? Yeah. She casts magic out at you, and you must dodge it in rhythm to how she attacks. This fight is not only the hardest boss fight in the game in my opinion, next to the final boss fight with Clockwork, but it's one of the most annoying boss fights in any game I've played. You'll want to stock up on mini lives and horseshoes just to be safe. I personally beat her on my first try on my Let's Play of the game, which I was very surprised because I always die multiple times against her. Okay, I got a little off track, but Ms. Ruby, you suck! When you fight Panda King, he uses his kung fu fighting technique that he likes to call Flame Fu. Wait, a kung fu panda? No, there's no way. It's just a funny coincidence. The fight with Clockwork is an epic conclusion where Clockwork reveals why he came after Sly and the Thievius Raccoonus. It was all for hate over Sly's ancestors. When you finally stick it to Clockwork, Carmelita plans to take you in, but she's nice enough to give Sly a 10-second head start. This really shows you that no matter how much she wants Sly behind bars, she enjoys the chase just as much as Sly. Sly doesn't make use of this time and make a run for it. No. He waits for the right moment and gives a small kiss to Carmelita before escaping, not knowing that Sly put her handcuffs on herself. So the chase continues and Clockwork is finally defeated. Right? The graphics are really stylish with a cel-shaded look to them, making it look just like a comic book brought to life. This look would show up in a lot of other different games, such as The Darkness 2, the Borderlands series, Jet Set Radio, Zelda Wind Waker, Afro Samurai, and hundreds more. Sly Cooper and Thievius Raccoonus blends together a 3D platformer with a stealth action game. You start with each area in a hub world that has many levels, each with the objective of going from point A to point B, but that's not that simple. You have many obstacles and enemies in your path that are trying to stop you from progressing. When you get to the end, you are rewarded with a key. You must collect all the keys from each level in order to progress to an object that will bring you to the boss of that area. Anything from a cannon that shoots you up to a weather blimp to guiding fireworks into a statue. Throughout each level you find clue bottles along the way, and after you collect them all and find the vault, Bentley is able to use all those bottles to figure out the combination. Once you open it up, There is a page of the Thievius Raccoonus inside that Sly uses and gains a new ability, such as rolling, slowing down time, speeding up time, planting mines using his hat, creating a decoy copy of himself, not taking damage when Sly falls into water or bottomless pits, and turning invisible to avoid guards.
Some levels don't have you as Sly going to the end. Sometimes you'll have to help Murray and defend him from enemies with a turret while he makes a run for the key. Other times you play as Murray in the Cooper van, racing thugs in order to get you. These guys simply do not mess around. Some other levels have Sly whacking chickens and riding a hoverboat with a gun on the front of it, shooting ghosts or using piranhas as fire. The controls for the game are really tight and polished for a platformer. The camera is always behind Sly and never seems to get in the way and make you die from making a jump. As for glitches, well, there are quite a few but these glitches are always in the game. On one occasion, I've had my cane literally fly out of my hand, then seconds later boomerang back to me. Overall, the game has a great story with comedic tone and charm, great level design, a vast number of enemies, amazing characters, and with the cel-shaded graphics, it looks like a comic book brought to life. I probably would have liked this game better if I didn't play Sly 2 first, but I can now appreciate this game because of the sequels.
Once again, my gang and I had given Inspector Carmelita Fox the slip. I was surprised to see how well she took it. Finally, the secret police file I'd been searching for all these years. With this, I could avenge my family and regain possession of our most valued treasure. It all began when I was just a kid, bouncing on my father's knee. You see, I come from a long line of master thieves who kept all their secrets of sneaking and stealing in an ancient book, the Thievius Raccoonus.